Hey guys, it's Scott here and welcome to today's Ultimate Team live stream. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you do, hit the thumbs up button down below and show your support if you are new by subscribing and joining the channel. If you've ever got any questions, then let me know what they are by putting them in the chat or put them as a comment if you're watching this as a video. But hopefully, like I say, the start of your weekend has been good. Let's try and make it that a little bit better. We're going to play a bit of the old weekend league today and see how well it goes. So we're just going to jump straight in. No messing about. Team is back to what it was before the One Nation requirement. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So yeah, how is everybody doing today? What have you been up to? '92 rated team. Jesus. Jesus. So yeah, Simpsons, Danny, Jack, Jesus, everybody, how you doing? 10 thumbs up to instantly start off the stream. That's not plugged in. There we go. Let's go. Shall we? Stream hype? Well, hopefully. I'm not really sure if anyone is still interested in FUT Champs, but when I did my poll earlier today, there should be at least 100 people that tune into this, because we had about 250 people vote on the poll that I did, asking whether people want to see Fortnite or FUT Champs today. It went back and forth a lot, and I stopped looking at it after 2 hours. I took it down. FUT Champs was on, I think, 51 or 53%, can't remember, the last time that I looked before taking it down. So that's why I'm doing that. So, like I say, it should be over 100 people here. So, if you're not watching it, why did you vote? What's that? Oh, why have I just written... Oh, sometimes I'm so stupid. Like, you just forget you're the person that paused it. You need to make the changes. It's so frustrating. Hullet Ronaldo. Instructions. Bang, 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 bang. Ah! There we go. Right. So yeah, you say why FIFA not Fortnite? That would be why. Also, when I stream Fortnite, we get like nobody watching. So it's not something that makes me or drives me to be like, oh yeah, I need to stream that today. I mean, to be fair, FIFA's like the same right now. Like, there's 50 people here. You take it back a month or two and it was like 3 or 4 times that amount. This game has died. So we're just chilling and playing a few games, basically. Not taking things super seriously. Right now, Ronaldinho puts us 1-0 up, though. Almost predicted Musa hat-trick. Yeah, he was sick today. Absolutely sick. Relax, hello, how you doing? How is it going? But wow, it really is. It's slow, isn't it? Oops. Oops. This is why I asked people whether they wanted to watch FUT Champs, and most people said yes. Ah, god damn it. Hyper's massively dead down. Fortnite, people are bored of watching. Potentially. But then what does anyone want to watch right now? What does anyone seem to actually care about? Other than the World Cup? Oh, great. It's very difficult to understand what is really going on. But like, for example, again today, since this stream has started, we've lost 2 people from the channel. So I don't really know what to do. If I stream Fortnite, we lose a load of people. If I stream FIFA, we lose a load of people. So it's basically a lose-lose situation right now, whichever game I decide to stream. So yet again, I don't know what to do. To try and please everybody. It seems pretty much impossible for me right now. So if you're new to the channel, get involved and subscribe, right? Because then I'll know that you actually enjoy what I do. Or let me know what you think I should do. Oh. Going forward in the near future. Oh my god, as if he saved that deflected shot. Wow. Because like, I want to grind YouTube for the next couple of months, but if no one's is interested in anything, then it's pretty goddamn difficult to do. Like, for example, even if I was doing FIFA today and we got, like, 3 new people join the channel, I'd be like, okay, maybe, hopefully we can keep those 3 new people, and then the next day you can do the same and just build it up and up and up and up and up. Oh my god. But over the last few days or whatever, I think, like, the last 5 days in a row, all we've done is lose people from the channel, so it's very difficult to know what anyone wants. Because I literally ask people every single day, and I try and do what is the most requested thing. Today it doesn't seem to change anything. Oh my god, I'm dominating! I just can't put this in the back of the net. Yet that goes in. Game. Your logic at times. How? The hell? I'll take it, but that's a messy goal if I've ever seen one. Oscar, how's it going? Scored your first free kick in World Cup mode. Of course, it was Ronaldo. I tell you what, I'm 3-2 in Weekend League right now. My first game that I played came up against a top 100 player. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Exactly what I needed. Then won my second game. Third game, should have won. Conceded a very, very lucky equaliser, and then lost on penalties because the ball went under my keeper twice, and his keeper saved 3 in a row. So wonderful, fun start back to the Weekend League. That was. So that oh my god, Hullet hasn't shot. What are you doing, man? That was absolutely woeful. No! But yeah, what I was trying to say after all of that was I did actually score a free kick on normal Ultimate Team with Hullet. I banged... Ugh, Jesus Christ. I banged one of those LB free kicks with Hullet in from like 30, 35 yards. That was very, very surprising. Very surprising. Please don't celebrate. I still can't believe that people celebrate and watch all the replays of goals in the Weekend League at this stage of the year. Ugh. How are people not tired of it? Ooh. Okay. Gotta be. Yes then, Hullet! That was just... He didn't even pressure him once. He had so much room the entire time there. Like, look. There's no one close to him. So I just had the freedom to go forward and then just bang that. That was poor from him. Again, you've got to at least put a tiny bit of pressure on him. So that he... I mean, I probably still would have got a shot off, but at least made it a little bit harder. Hullet's going to get a lucky rebound there then. I'll take it. Play more with subscribers. I mean, on Fortnite I play with people every single time. Right? FIFA, the thing is with FIFA, is people don't enjoy watching FIFA when it's even like FUT champs and competitive, right? The most competitive thing that there is. And so it's hard enough to try and grab people's interest by playing what should be something engaging and, like I say, competitive, for lack of a better word. Because it really isn't, but that's how we're going to have to describe it. People hate watching games against subs. I honestly, it's one of the things that saddens me the most, is that people can't just enjoy a stream sort of no matter what the gameplay is on FIFA. I wish that it didn't matter. I wish that it could be a FUT Champs game or a Squad Battles game or a game against a subscriber or whatever, and people would still enjoy it exactly the same. But no. Subscriber Sunday, that I obviously used to do, was the least watched thing that I did every single week. By far, it was the least, the thing that people tuned into the least. So, wow, Hullit's got 4 gold. Jesus. So it's really, wait, what the hell? It's disheartening that I try and give, like, obviously some people will give back by doing, like, a giveaway because they know that new people were going to click the stream purely because it was a giveaway. It was pretty much, how can I summarize it? Basically, most giveaways that you see are not really to give back. It's to actually give yourself more exposure. So, someone will do like a FIFA stream and say, oh, I'm going to give away 12,000 FIFA points because I want to give back to my fans. Whilst sort of, it's true, it's also just a ploy to then be able to title your stream and thumbnail giveaway so that hundreds more people join your stream or whatever, right? So, I can't afford to do that kind of thing. And so the only way that I could really afford to give back to people was by playing them. And unfortunately, like I say, that was the worst received set of streams that I would do each and every week. Even though I was trying to do basically the only thing I could do to give back to people. So it was really disheartening. And it was another one of those things where it's like, what do I do? Like I say, I'd love to sort of grind YouTube over the next couple of months until I go back to uni again for the final year. But I genuinely, at this point in time, have no idea what to do. Because again, FIFA just seems to be completely dead, no matter what you do, no matter who you are. Like, you can compare, I looked at one person today, I looked at Nep's videos for the past 2 or 3 weeks. You compare his views about 3 weeks ago to what they are now, half, maybe less. The game is just, all of a sudden, it's gone. Hullit scored a hat-trick of just completely luck-based goals. That's so ridiculously lucky, but... Okay, so yeah, FIFA seems to have just fallen. So that's why I sort of tried to branch out a little bit and do something like a bit of Fortnite. The issue is with something like that, because I haven't started playing it until this point, I'm not good at the game. And so even if people are potentially interested to see it on my channel, they don't really want to watch it if I'm as bad as I am. They don't have the patience to wait for me to get good because they could just watch someone else that is miles better. Which is fair. So, kind of stuck in a hard place. And like I say, the last like 5 days or so, every single day it's just been losing people from the channel, whereas literally within the last 30 days was when the World Cup mode came out and we got 500 new people sub in one day. And now for the last 5 days it's been negative every day. So I'm trying to figure out, like, again, what to stream in the first place, when, what, and yeah, basically all of those questions. So again, a stream dedicated to playing against subs on FIFA, I wouldn't be against doing it. But no one cares. Nobody cares. Unless it is the person that is playing against me in that exact game. They don't give a damn. Which is why I haven't been doing that kind of thing. Because, again, for me, I say this all the time. I don't really care how many people are here. Like, for example, right now there's roughly 90 people, let's say. Obviously, it would be incredible if watching the stream right now were like 10,000 people. But to me, it's more about the amount of people that are actually enjoying what I do. And also interacting with the stream and stuff, right? So you could have 10 times the amount of people. But if no one's saying anything in the chat and they're just not involved. Like, for example, if you did a giveaway stream, people wouldn't care about who you are or what the content of the stream is. All they would give a damn about, he's going to get sent off for that when I didn't press anything. There you go. Desai's first red card because the game has just given away a foul when I didn't even hold A. I didn't do anything. And he's just got himself sent off. Brilliant game, FIFA. That's so stupid. So now I'm going to have to waste my time getting rid of that. God, I've completely forgot what I was even going to say because that's just completely thrown me off because that's just so dumb. Oops. I can't believe that just happened. Wow. Oops. I completely forgot what I was in the middle of saying. Oh, Jesus. Oh, oh my good God. Just end the game, please. Please end the game. Wow. Jesus. Let's just go through the middle. Let's just end this game and then I'll catch up with any other comments in the old chat. Oh my God, some of these passes are woeful. One thing I will say though, before maybe someone points out where I was going and where I lost track of my train of thought, I still appreciate anyone that tunes in, right? Anyone that tunes in, I massively appreciate it. And people, again, don't understand how much hitting the thumbs up helps. Like, it literally can share the stream out with new people, get it in people's recommended, and potentially get new people to enjoy, what you're doing, and get them involved. And obviously, again, subscribing is cool. If you're new, join the channel, get involved, sub to us. Why not? It would make me feel a hell of a lot better. I was saying people only care about the giveaway. Yeah, right, okay. So, what I was trying to say was, I want people that are enjoying what I do. So, again, we've got roughly 90 people here. I hope that everyone is here to watch a bit of FUT Champs, chill out, and just enjoy this style of stream. Right? Whereas, if you do a giveaway stream, you may have 10 times the amount of people in the stream, but they don't care about you, they don't care about the content of it, all they care about is the giveaway. Right? So it's irrelevant to who you are. And I've said this for a very long time, I like people to hopefully subscribe to the channel because they enjoy my style of stream and the way that I go about things and my content, basically. Rather than just... Ooh. Oh my God, he scored a sick goal with Ronaldinho. I'm going to score just in case he does that again in the future one time. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. Ideally, like the perfect balance, I think someone said this before, I think it was Summit that said this. You need 3 things. Or one of 3 things at the bare minimum in order to stream, right? Either skill at the game that you're playing. I have a bit of it, but not enough that I could be considered one of the best. Because I can't get like Elite 1 or Top 100 or stuff like that. you need to be entertaining or funny or whatever. Not sure how much that one comes into it for me. And then you need to be interacting with the people and care about the people that are watching, right? That's the one that I focus on the most, of course. Wow, the 5 goals from Hullet. Jeez, the domination. Oh, it's just stupidly difficult, man. It's stupidly difficult. Like, I could literally do one of those things where I say, everybody hit the thumbs up, and then I'll choose someone at random to become a mod on the channel. It's just fake support. And again, I know that that may be one of the things that is, again, held me back, as it were, on YouTube. I don't really care. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to hit the thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. There's also, like, there's that thing of, like, negativity on stuff, right? I don't really care. Like, there will be people that come to my streams every single day purely to join it and instantly dislike the stream and then leave. I don't know what you get out of it, but it doesn't affect me. I'm not one of those people that will see that and be like, oh my god, I'm just gonna give up on this, completely give up. Because I know that people are still enjoying it and having a good time. So as long as that is still the case, then we're just gonna keep grinding on and powering through and seeing how we can do. Again, the difficult part is getting new people involved. And getting new people... And again, to say the same thing pretty much over and over again. I don't care about the number of subscribers I have realistically. Because it doesn't mean much. Because you can have 10 mil subs, but if only 10 people join your stream, the number doesn't matter. But to see it go negative instead of positive is obviously a bad thing. But I don't think that I can really blame myself for it. For like all of it. Okay, some of it, maybe. But not all of it. Like literally right now, this is the most watched English FIFA stream. And how many people are in here? 92. 92. This is just the state that FIFA is in. There's about 100 people watching English-speaking streams of FIFA 18 on YouTube. So again, it's that kind of thing where I can't really do much more. Because if I'm already the pretty much number one... Like, right here, I'm looking at this page, right? If you go on live, you can see the English ones come up first. If they have more than 5 viewers, then it normally sorts it by language, right? So you've got me here, number 1, then you've got this guy with 12 people, this guy with 6 people, then it goes to whatever language that is. No idea. Russian, maybe. With nearly 2,000 people watching. This guy with 1.6k watching, with whatever that is. French? I don't know. So... I'm not going to be able to get any Russian people in here or French people in here. So I don't really know what more I can do in order to potentially like put myself out there to new people or whatever. Because no one's watching. FIFA's just not on people's radar right now. They just don't have an interest in it. And someone pointed out, there was a picture the other day of FIFA on Twitch, right? And it was like the 30th most watched game, below like Football Manager. Like, it has dropped so hard. So, this is where you get to like a stage where it's difficult, right? Because I'm much better at FIFA than I am at basically any other game, because this is pretty much all I play. But FIFA isn't anywhere near as popular as some of the other games that I play. So, for example, Fortnite is clearly like 100, whatever, 10 to 100 times more popular than FIFA when it comes to YouTube or Twitch or whatever. But in order to get people to really sort of engage with what you do, unfortunately, with a game like Fortnite, it doesn't really come down to the personality of the person that is streaming. It comes down to their ability. And so I'm not close to anyone like that in ability. So if I was the same skill level on every single game that I played, if I did switch to something more popular, such as Fortnite, yes, you'd see more people, right? Like you saw in the first day that I streamed Fortnite, we had like 300 plus people for a good chunk of the stream. Then people realised that I sucked, and so now we get like 30, 40, something like that. So unless I became a pro at that, then people just aren't going to be interested in that. So you see my dilemma, right? It's tough. It's tough. Because in the one hand, I just want to stream whatever it is and we just have fun, right? So I could do a stream of Trials or Geometry Wars or something like that. But people just aren't going to be interested in it. And people that have subscribed to the channel for a specific game will probably then just leave. Which may potentially explain, in the last week or so, why we've got people unsubscribe every single day. Because I've been switching between FIFA and Fortnite basically every day. Some people may subscribe for a Fortnite stream, and then the next day I do FIFA, and they're like, oh, I thought it was a Fortnite channel. Let me leave this guy. And so, like I say, for the last 5 days or so, it's just been down, 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 down. And it's... I don't want to say it's annoying. It sort of is, because I don't know what the hell I could do. But I can't really blame anyone for it at the same time. So... I still can't believe that they just gave away that foul. I can't believe that that happened. I know that the computer gives away fouls from time to time, but to give away a second yellow when I haven't pressed anything is pretty goddamn frustrating. Pretty goddamn frustrating, I won't lie. Wait a second. Oh no, okay, never mind. I thought this was the, this is the team of the match day. I thought it was the international heroes there for a second. Lukaku, what? I got very confused. Let me very quickly move this cable just so I can plug my phone in a little bit easier. Actually, let me start this. As the game crashed. Oh, no. Yep. Okay, good. Good. That's perfect. That's exactly what we needed right there. Right. Should we catch up with the chat then? See what is going on. Do I know any Swedish people? Not in terms of people that I can talk to outside of the internet, no. Is it possible for you to get enough coins for R9 just by finishing Gold 3 each week? I have no idea. Basically with FIFA 18 it was like if you were doing gameplay and it wasn't FUT chance, people didn't care. Yes. Tomorrow Tunisia, yes. Yo, how's your day? Got the interview next week. Good luck. Trying out weekly again, not too sure why you have. I'm exactly the same. My day's been good. Very, very chill. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully everyone that's watching has had a good day as well. Pop in and like, but don't hang around. Not a fan of Fortnite. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Finished your exams yesterday. So happy. Awesome. Awesome. Good to hear. What game are you playing on stream tomorrow? No idea. COD had a big drop in view base 5 years ago. The thing is with that, I think that that's a bit different. Because FIFA, the game has literally just dropped off completely in the space of about 2 weeks. It's gone. Whereas COD, it was because there were a couple of crap games in a row that kept going, and people just stopped caring about it, which I think is understandable. It'd be like if FIFA was crap for like 2 years in a row, then yeah, it would completely die on YouTube and no one would care about it at all. But it's just in the space of 2 weeks, it's gone from not being super like, oh my god, there's 7,000 people watching every single stream. But it's gone from being quite decent to just... So there you go. Can play trials with subs. Again, I'd like to do something like that. Is anyone going to be interested? If I do, I have absolutely no idea. Do I really still enjoy FIFA? Sometimes. Not all the time. Which is why I don't stream it every day. Simple as that, really. Watch all the streams because you're one of the most relatable streamers out there. Appreciate that. Unfortunately, that isn't something that will make you super watchable. Red Devil, hello, how you doing? Any World Cup mode content coming soon? Don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer for you. Love sort of strange bracelet. The only one who does not permanently open packs. Again, I love you as the viewer right there. I wish that everybody that cared about FIFA was exactly the same as you in terms of mindset. It's a shame that even at this stage, when the game is dead completely, if I was doing a pack opening right now, you'd probably get 3, 4, 5 times the amount of people. Even though those same people will then say the game's completely dead. They'll still watch a pack opening. But that's just how FIFA works. Have I spent money on this FIFA? No, I have not. Don't care to play against you on stream or off stream, just want to play against me. Oh, if you want to play off stream, then that's... Like, if you see me online, send me a message. And that's fine. Go for it. Whether it's on this or if it's on Fortnite or something like that. Basically, if you see me have an open... Like, for example, on Fortnite, a lot of the time, if I do play it, then I'll just leave the lobby open so that if people want to join, then they can join a squad. But yeah, if you saw me playing FIFA and you wanted to play, then just drop me a message, and if I see it, then I'll probably just accept it, to be honest with you. Not if there were loads of people, like 20 people just say, oh yeah, I want a game of FIFA. I don't think there's that many people that actually care enough about the game to do it at this stage, but yeah, man. I apologise if we didn't manage to sort something out earlier. Because I know you put a previous comment saying that's why you didn't watch for a little while. And again, that's completely fair. You have your reason. That's understandable. What website is that on? What? When I was looking at the FIFA stuff, YouTube Gaming. You know it's worse this year. People with exams, etc. always cause a drop. Exams are done. They were mostly done last week. I think a big chunk of it is probably... When it comes to FIFA especially, the World Cup, right? People have had enough of FIFA, and FIFA sort of just hypes you up for proper football a lot of the time. And with the World Cup mode, it was hyping people up for the World Cup. So that now that that's there, a lot of people probably will watch all 3 World Cup games in a day. That's like 6 hours of football. They then won't want to watch FIFA on top of that because FIFA's not as fun. It's just annoying. It's... Yeah. Again, it's understandable. Why is your don't game PS4 X... I'm not sure what that means. I play on Xbox One, if that's your question. Don't think you need to be a pro to get viewers on Fortnite, but be a little bit better. Need to be significantly better than what I have. People can't understand that you can be a gaming channel, play more than one game. Sadly, yeah. Should play what you want as it's your channel. Yeah, I know. I know. Shaqiri ruined the dream of the Milinkovic-Savic Path to Glory upgrade. Why would he have got it anyway? He got booked. He didn't get the goal. I don't think they'd give it to him. They'd give it to someone lesser instead of him, most likely. Only problem is that if there's too few people, the chat isn't constantly... Exactly! So that's what I probably tried to say ages ago in this stream, but just never got round to it. That's the only reason why I care about the amount of people. So normally I don't really mention it. Like, I mentioned it earlier just when I was referencing like how many people compared to how many maybe there were in the past, right? But let's say right now there's about 100 people. Maybe going to dip below because we've just entered into a game. Let's say it bops down to like 80 people, right? As long as people are keeping the chat alive, giving me stuff to respond to interact with, then it's still going to be fun for me. So, something like Fortnite, for example, I don't mind sucking at the game, right? I couldn't care less. As long as I have fun, then it doesn't matter to me. The only issue is that sucking at the game means that people don't care about it. So like I say, we dropped to about 21, I think was the lowest that I saw. And we stayed between like 20 and 30 people on the Fortnite stream the other day for quite a while. And again, the number of viewers isn't the be-all and end-all. But it just means that there's nothing going on in the chat. No one's asking questions, and it also means that people can't bounce off of each other because there's hardly anybody there. So when I ask people to like hit the thumbs up and stuff, it's so that we can potentially get more interaction and more people to get involved and make it entertaining, not just for me, but for you. Because if there's nothing going on in the chat, then it's basically just a 2 to 3 hour long live commentary of me playing FIFA, which isn't interesting. Whereas if there's people talking about stuff, then there's topics, there's questions, stuff to talk about. So that's why I ask people to support the stream and hit the thumbs up to potentially share it with new people. Subscribe to try and get a little bit more interaction here every single day, etc. Just get involved. Because again, that's the whole point. Even some of like the most popular people out there, I personally wouldn't watch some of the streams of the most popular people that there are. Because, for example, on a game like Fortnite, I've seen top tier gameplay enough, right? I don't really care to see any more. Or like FIFA or whatever. I don't need to watch a pro play the game every single day. Because there's only so many different possibilities that I can see. It doesn't matter to me, really, how good at the game you are. I care more about how entertaining it is, and how fun it is for me to watch and be a part of. So that's an example of why I find, for those of you that know, the Dr. Disrespect, I found him a lot more entertaining than some of the people that are better at games than him. Because it's just a lot more entertaining than a lot of people that are, again, better at the games. A lot of people that are top tier, that play these games and stream them, may as well not have a face cam, because they don't even talk. They just play without saying anything, and then they'll talk once they've finished the game. And then as soon as they start the next one, they won't say anything until they finish that one. I just don't find that interesting at all. I really, really don't. But that's just me. That is just me, innit? What's that noise? Don't know what that noise is. Not sure what you mean. Channel views and sub levels are on par with the changes from bigger channels. Wouldn't take your situation as an isolated incident. In terms of everything sort of dipping off, yeah. Again, it doesn't seem to just be, especially in the FIFA community, it's definitely not just me. That's for sure. So for example, let me quickly open up this. Let's take someone like Net. even Nip, right, over the last couple of days has lost subs. Like, in the last 4 days, he's down by, like, over 100 people. Like, it's tough times right now. Oh, crap. But again, it comes back to that same point that someone made probably a couple of weeks ago at this point, where it doesn't help when the people at the top, like Nep and all these other people, I don't know if Nep really says it or whatever, but these people constantly tweeting out, oh, the game's dead, the game is dead, it's awful, blah, 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 blah. You're driving away these people. Oh, Hullet is unbelievable, isn't he? Absolutely unbelievable. FIFA was corrupt 2 years in a row for you, 16 and 17. Why would you say that this is better than 17? What has made that difference? To me, if I was being asked that question, yeah, I despised FIFA 16. I don't think I've hated a FIFA game more than that. 17 I thought was really, really good. I think this is basically FIFA 17... 17.5. So I don't dislike this one either. Overall, like... Maybe we can check if someone... Oh, wow, he got a second yellow for that. I didn't even notice. Maybe if someone reminds me at the end of this game, we can see how many hours I've put into this game. And potentially compare it to FIFA 17 and FIFA 16. You love Leicester? Of course I do. Of course. Probably disappointed. Probably because you're really disappointed from FIFA 18. You'll not buy FIFA 19 because you don't believe EA deserve your money. But again, what are you disappointed about? What is it that means that you're not happy about the game? Because again, you got to think we're what, 9 months into this now. Is it 9? It is 9 months. Yeah. I don't know. You have spent money on the game, right, West Coast? I'm pretty sure. What is it exactly? Is it that you regret spending money on the game, or is it something else? Did I play PES or FIFA when I was younger? I was never a PES guy. Always been FIFA. First FIFA that I played was FIFA 99 on the PS1. Still got it up there. Played it a hell of a lot with my dad. We did actually have FIFA 95. FIFA 95 on the Mega Drive. I don't know if I actually played it, but I know that we have it. Yeah, I can't really remember playing it. If I did, then I didn't play it anywhere near as much as 99. 99 I played a lot of. And then, like, PS2 came out and stuff like that. I got FIFA 2002 there. I don't know if we skipped from FIFA 99 to 2002 or not. What's that one there? Maybe. But yeah, I was never a PES guy. I think one of my mates was that I used to go around, but we played other games instead. We didn't really play FIFA or PES at his. Oh. So I wasn't really part of the PES generation of, like, the equivalent of when FIFA 2005 was out and stuff like that. Apparently was when PES was actually sick. I didn't play it. I think I've only ever had one PES game, and I don't think that I played it. What one is this? Pro Evolution Soccer 2. Again, Don't know if I ever played it. I have it. Another great stream. How's my day been? Very good, thank you. Hopefully your day has been awesome as well. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know what I can do to make it better. But let's see if we can get to 100 likes today, I guess, as our big target. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see daily streams of this, Fortnite and stuff like that, then you can subscribe as well. And that'd be awesome to see new people join the channel. Oh, dearie me. Play Modern Warfare 3, all the memories. Hated it. I think that was the first COD that I disliked. Playing on my own. Playing with mates, it wasn't that bad. I think there were two things that I liked in that game when I played solo, and that was Specialist and Infected. Just going for Moabs with the striker on Infected. That was about all that I would do. Oh. Did I play Rainbow Six Siege? I have done, don't like it. The only reason I really wanted to try it out was for the terrorist hunts, because they were the best part of Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2 for me. Me and my dad used to play those, and they were really, really good. I don't think they're anywhere near as good now, so that disappointed me a little bit. Silencer, how's it going? Stabbings, yep. I know. Had a game with the guy who scored against you, that the game just started lagging, button delays, but you could see he's playing fine. I don't know, there's lots of laggy things in this game, lots of disconnect glitches and stuff like that. I don't know. 17's gameplay and champs was shocking. You know this year's is bad for you, but it has more consistency than 17. I'm not sure if I agree. As long as there's enough people in the player base to play games against different people, you're happy with it. Oh, what a save by David De Gea. 62 thumbs up. Come on, people. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's go to 75, right? Makes it a bit easier. 13 more to go. But yeah, like you say, the hype for this game it's non-existent at this stage. And as I say, I don't know what I can change in a stream in order to make people potentially enjoy it more. Especially when... I could understand if the title is like pack opening and FUT Champs games. People might join thinking, oh, he's opening packs. And then leave when they realise, oh, he's not opening packs. But if the title is literally FUT Champions Weekend League games, and then in the space of one half of a FUT Champs game, like has just happened right now, you go from 100 people to less than 80, you just sat there thinking to yourself, what the hell have I just done wrong? What's caused that? What can I do? And it's pretty much impossible to answer, unfortunately. Could stream some retro FIFA. Again, does anybody care? I did that last year, in between 17 and 18. So it'd basically just be exactly the same as what I did then. I don't... like... Oh, Bamiang. Hate you. Absolutely hate you. If it doesn't work, you don't need to do it again. If you enjoy it, then you do it again. There's basically no way that a pro club's stream works with viewers, because there's always that one idiot that ruins it, or multiple. So, as much as I would like to do that kind of thing, and it's fun, it just gets ruined. And because EA refused to touch that game mode and actually improve it, and add tiny little things that would make it so much easier, it's not really possible. Literally, you could add a feature where if you are an owner of the club, or like a moderator of the club, you can kick people out of a position and you can start searching for games, right? Rather than just the person that pressed A the quickest. But no, that doesn't exist. So I'm sat there waiting for half an hour because no one will leave. And the only solution is for me to physically go and kick them out of the club in order to get them out of the position. Because there's nothing built into the game for you to remove somebody like that. It's so dumb. And there's so many little things that they could do to improve something like clubs in that way. And I don't know why they aren't in the game. Oh. So, I'm not even going to bother trying. Because they haven't changed it this year. So, maybe next year, if they do. I doubt it. I highly doubt that they're going to touch pro clubs. But we can hope. Again, they know that this year... Well, I hope that they know that this year is make or break for FIFA. You can't just touch Ultimate Team. People play other game modes too. You got to improve them. I guess the one thing though as well is... maybe they think that FIFA 20 will have that nice title, right? Maybe that's the year. I didn't even think about that until right now. Maybe that's their chance to... I don't want to use the word rebrand, because it doesn't make too much sense, but you get what I mean, right? Sort of... give a new... fresh breath of air into the game. If that's the case, we're going to have to trust them for an entire year that would be the case. I don't think a lot of people will do that. I don't think they'll have the patience. And who are we to actually believe anything that they say? After just knowing EA in the past. So, I don't know. Let's see what other people are saying. You enjoy Weekend League and even seasons now. Jump on, smack some kids, jump off, use FIFA as a break from that. That's because you're stupidly good at the game, so you can win. If you jumped into the Weekend League and lost 4 games in a row, would you enjoy it? I think the reason that you can somehow enjoy this painful experience is because you're better at the game than most people. And you can comfortably beat a high percentage of the people that you play against. So you don't feel the same things that most other people do. I thought you hadn't locked onto the ball there. Because I know for a fact, like, I lost 2 out of my first 3 games this Weekend League. And I was really, really annoyed. Really annoyed. Because I knew that I didn't deserve it. Whereas someone that's better at the game might be good enough that they can somehow overcome some of the stupid things because they will... Wow. What? Oh, okay. They'll end up just scoring another goal or whatever. But, like, I lost to a top 100 guy purely because of a kickoff goal. And then I lost on penalties. And I can't enjoy that. I just can't. People like Nep have a big impact on their viewers. If they say it's dead constantly, fans may start to think the same. Yeah, exactly. Do you want them to lie then and not say it's not dead? Just don't say anything. People are obsessed with saying something negative instead of just not saying anything. Right? For example, if I don't like someone's video on YouTube, I could be that guy that dislikes it. If I was ever to do that, then I would probably actually do it because I want to provide some feedback and say, hey, this is why I didn't like this. I feel like you could do this to try and improve it. But a lot of people will just be negative for the sake of being negative, right? So again, in the context of YouTube, they'll just go on and dislike a video. They won't provide any reason why, and they'll just do it because they can. Instead of just clicking off something, I mean, that's maybe not the same, but let's say if I watch something for the first time on TV and I don't enjoy it, I just turn it off, right? I don't slag it off, because there's no point. Yeah. If someone asks me about it, then maybe I'd give my opinion on it. But I don't need to then go and tell all my friends or whatever, oh no, nobody watch this because I don't like it. I don't think that it's good. Don't care about your opinion, I don't think it's good. It's just a bad way to go about it, really. When you have that much influence over, like you say, the game, really. Like, for example, right now, we've got 9 dislikes on this stream. 6 of those, I think, came from one person, because people come on multiple accounts. There's absolutely no gain from that, because I'm not one of those people that's going to sit here and start crying and cause a reaction because someone's disliked a stream. I don't care. Makes no difference to me. But because it doesn't help anybody, right? If someone dislikes a stream of mine and they genuinely say, this is why I've left a negative rating on your stream, I think you could potentially change this to try and make it better, I'd be perfectly cool with that. That'd be like, okay, that's appreciated, I'll try and work on that in the future. If someone just doesn't like what I do, I don't know why you wouldn't just leave. So, in terms of YouTube, someone that leaves a dislike on a video or a stream is generally just a negative person. It's not necessarily because they're not the biggest fan of what they've seen. In most cases, if you just don't enjoy something on YouTube, you'll just click off of it, right? But people like to be negative, just to be negative, because apparently it's the in thing to do. Like I say, on something like YouTube, maybe you could provoke a reaction or something by doing it. Maybe that's the thing that people do it for. With FIFA, I don't really understand why these people that play the game as a living and stream it for hours and hours every single day moan about it as much as they do. Because, again, that is then switching off people from potentially becoming part of the community for the game. Someone like myself, I don't think it's even close to, like, even anywhere even close to having an impact on people when it comes to this game. I would say the only real impact I've potentially had on people from streaming is, one, potentially stopped a couple of people from playing Weekend League because they don't want to play something that is as broken as the game is from time to time. And potentially a more positive thing is stopped a couple of people from spending money on the game, because hopefully I've shown them that you don't need to. Now, again, if you then multiply that by 10 or 100 times when you get to someone like Nep or whatever, if they say something or do something, it has much more of an impact. So yeah, people that constantly slam the game and say, oh, it's dead, there's nothing to do, or a brand new promo comes out and they instantly slag it off. Like, what are you doing? I don't get it. Like, again, if you're not a fan of something, just don't really talk about it. Instead of... The perfect example right now is the whole Ronaldo-Messi debate. Right? We're not getting into this, but it's perfect for what I'm talking about, right? If you're a fan of Ronaldo, you don't have to talk about Messi. But people that are fanboys of him will be negative towards anything that Messi does just because they think it's the cool thing to do. Right? Exactly the same thing with FIFA. Literally, this new thing that's come out today, the internet, whatever they're called, European Heroes or whatever, the basically classic cards. If you haven't seen them, what's an example? Casillas, right? So some people that used to be beasts in like the World Cup or whatever in the past, or whatever it is, have now got cards like this, right? Some people will have slagged this off instantly. I guarantee it. Some of the top guys. I don't know why, but I bet they have. And it brings no benefit to anybody. So yeah, I don't understand it either. You say, come on, let's get to 100 likes. Exactly. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. We're 25 away from 100 likes. If you've disliked the stream, let me know what I can do to make it better. Or turn that frown upside down and hit a thumbs up instead, yeah? Now let's catch up with the rest of this before we get into our next game, right? Constantly bashing the game when in all honesty, if he was better at the game, wouldn't do it as much. Spends all that time making coins, seems to not practice on the actual gameplay. You don't watch Castro, stop watching Nick after his constant bashing, then the screaming really irritates me. Exactly the same as why I don't watch either of them either. Yeah. People have seen everything now, top 100 packs have been rinsed, no surprise in this game for people anymore. But even when there is, when it's something like that, right? Those new hero cards, whatever the hell their actual name is, right? That's something new that people didn't really sort of expect, like, oh my god, these cards are going to be sick. And yet some people will slag it off. Instantly. And it's a bit annoying. But yes, that is the case. FIFA will sort of die off in terms of what people want to see when people realise that there isn't that much to see that you haven't already seen. But what I don't understand, I make that point throughout the entire year, right? I say that as soon as Team of the Year is done, why the hell are you watching a pack opening? You will not see someone packed that is better than that 99 Ronaldo or Messi or whatever it is. Yet people will watch pack openings every single day after that. Yet in the last 2 weeks, again, as well as the World Cup, it seems that people have finally realised that that is the case. It's crazy, isn't it? It's publicly trials Fortnite, screw how many viewers have. Having fun attracts people in eventually. It's true. It's just a shame that it takes so goddamn long. Like today, we've not had anyone new join the channel. Is that down to me? Potentially. Is it just down to the fact that there's a lack of interest in FIFA? Most likely. Retro FIFA are things that sound good but aren't as great when you do them. Yes, exactly. The only problem is the chat. If there's too little viewers, the chat will be dead. Yes. Got any ideas for what you're going to do with FIFA 19? Not really. You don't understand the convo of FIFA 19 being make or break. What other football games come close? People won't play PES. Irrelevant. That's the point. That's irrelevant. You've seen how many people have jumped off of FIFA to play other games such as like Fortnite or whatever. People just won't play a football game. Right? As much as you may think, oh no, but if they're interested in football, they'll play one. They just won't. If people hate the game as much as they've hated this one, they just won't play it. So it doesn't matter if there's a competing game like PES. It's completely irrelevant. If there's other games that are either free or just really, really good, let's say that the new COD is sick and Blackout and everything is amazing for it, people will be playing that instead. So FIFA 19 has to be made really, really well, otherwise they are going to lose a lot of people to just other games and other genres of games. Again, not just PES. Because again, PES isn't good enough to compete with FIFA. No matter how bad this game may seem, it's 1,000 times better than PES, right? There's absolutely no competition there. Which again, is why I don't jump off of this and play PES. I go and play PUBG, I play Fortnite, I play whatever. That's the case. Unless EA changed the gameplay, which is the most important part of the game, is you're playing the game, FIFA will die because people won't enjoy playing it. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. It's against their interest to bash the game that gives you income. Mention the cons and how to improve it. Pressure the people who can influence game changes. Yes! That doesn't seem to happen enough. Battlefield 1, they changed the gameplay for that exact reason. It's dumbed down the game for the casuals. That's what they're trying to do with Fortnite as well. Which may end up being the death of it. Have you seen, like, again, I'm not massively into the zone and stuff like that of Fortnite or whatever, but I've seen their latest news release. They want to make it so there's less building, which is the... If Fortnite didn't have building, I honestly don't see how it would be any more popular than, like, PUBG or something else. That's what makes it stand apart. That's the skill gap, right? Even in something like PUBG, let's say I'm 10 times better than some other guy. If he has a sniper and shoots me in the back, because I have no idea he's there, he's hiding in a window, I can't see him from that far away, that's fine. He just has one shot, hits me in the back, pop, I'm out of the game. Or maybe he hits me once, right? As I'm trying to cross the road or something. I can't then instantly spin around, block something with a wall or whatever, try and get an advantage on him and then pop him back. He can then just shoot me again and I'm out of the game. So, in a sense, there's... Because you've all got random weapons and stuff because of the loot drops, sometimes the skill of the player isn't taken into account as much as it should be. But that's just how those kind of games are going to work. There's always going to be an element of luck when the loot and stuff is random. Whereas in Fortnite, you sort of get a bit of that skill brought back in, because if you get hit once or whatever, then if you're the better player, you can defend yourself, and then you can try and outplay them. But they're trying to break that down and make it so you can't build as much, reducing the skill gap. And again, that's the thing that makes it stand out. I don't know why you would want to hinder it. Some of the decisions that people that make these games come up with, they blow my mind. Blow my mind. When Fortnite and Battle Royale games die, FIFA will regain a lot of people. Not sure. First, it's probably going to take quite a while for those to die. I don't think Battle Royale is going to die out for quite a while. Maybe a couple of years, to be honest. Especially with like COD, Battlefield, etc. Bringing it out. The thing is with Battle Royale, and the reason why it's so popular, is because you've got everything, right? It's... Because there's so many people involved, right? You jump down, you've got that initial confrontation and stuff, how you deal with that. Where are you going to land? Like, what is your plan? How do you start out your game? It could be completely different from your mate that sits next to you. How would he play? And you may go about in a completely different way. And then, again, you've got the initial combat. How do you try and engage people at the start? Then how do you go about looting and collecting your resources? Then what's your preferred way of traversing the map and gaining an advantage over your opponents, etc. There's so many things that go into it, and it's like a mini story each game, because they last like 20 to 30 minutes or whatever, right? So you go on like this, again, journey or adventure or whatever with the person to see if they can be that last person. So it's engaging and it's entertaining to watch, because you're always sort of, from the very first moment of that game, you are heading towards winning, right? And you know what the end goal is. That's very different. Very different to a lot of other things. And a lot of other games or whatever. So it's going to take something potentially completely brand new. Something that we haven't really seen before. To topple that Battle Royale crown. And I don't think it's going to happen for a while. I think this is going to stick around, like I say, for a year or two. Maybe about this time next year. Maybe about then. Next summer. Something different will take the crown. What the hell that will be? I have no idea. Because again, it basically has everything. It basically has everything. Ooh. Oh, man. And so when something does come along to topple it, it's probably going to be pretty goddamn good. Whatever the first instance is of this new, let's say, genre, style of game, may not be the best. But you'll be like, okay, this has potential, right? This has a lot of potential. And then something will come out. And it'll be like, this is the one. This is the one. Right? So before you had like H1Z1, you had PUBG or whatever. Oh, now if PUBG were free, again, you've got the same thing of, maybe people would play that over Fortnite. Potentially that would be the case. But again, Fortnite, you've got that extra skill level of the building. That's what sets it apart. And you can't really... I don't think there's any game that you can compare to that. Whereas you can compare PUBG to others. So I don't think anyone can really predict what it will be that topples these kind of games. But it's going to have to be pretty goddamn good. And multiple things. It's got to be good. It's got to be future-proof. And it's got to be very, very well supported by whoever develops it. Oh my god. Potentially, it might have to be free as well. You'd love FIFA to be a game that can truly show a skill gap. I think everybody would. But is that ever going to happen? Probably not. FIFA won't have that skill gap, though, when you're using different players. You can't have the... Oh, great. Oh my god, he's missed. If I'm going into a game and it's the first week of Ultimate Team, I've not put any money in, and I'm using Chicharito and Vardy up front against someone that's put in 10 grand and they're using prime icons, we're probably going to be at the same level of skill. Or maybe I'm a little bit better, right? I'm not going to be able to compete. Simply not going to be able to, because the players won't be good enough. So some of these weekend league matches that I win and or lose will be determined because of the players, not because of me or my opponent. Like this Prime Yashin right here could have the game of his life against me, and there's absolutely nothing that me or my opponent would have to do with that. So you can't have a skill gap when that's the case. And again, when there's so much inconsistency, especially when it comes to something like goalkeepers. The only way you'd have that skill gap is if the animations were the same every single time. Pretty much in FIFA, to have a proper skill gap, the game would become a lot more boring. Right? Because everything would have to be fully consistent. And you would... It'd be a bit like playing against a computer right now. You know what you have to do against a computer in order to make it work. And in order to beat it. Like you do the McGeady spin down the line and it'll work. Because that's how the computer defends. It will get to that stage. I don't think that we're going to see a proper skill gap in FIFA. I simply don't. Again, it would just become way too robotic. Unless you made it so that you actually got rewarded for playing on manual settings, which has never been the case. Never has that been the case. Some pros used to try it to see if it did. They've all gone back. Like, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Ooh, I thought he was going to play that there. Probably would have been a smart move, to be honest. Same Xbox and Sony, people like to turn things into competitions, PUBG and Fortnite, even though they're different. Yeah, like after playing both, I'm not going to say that I've played Fortnite a lot, but I've played a decent enough amount of the game now to really get a feel for it. You can't compare those two games. You simply can't. Like I say, I don't think you can honestly compare Fortnite to any other game that I know of or have played. Maybe there's something out there that's just not very popular that is very similar. I don't think you can. I think you could very easily compare something like PUBG and H1Z1, not Fortnite. That building element just sets it apart from everything else. Damn it. I didn't even want that to go to Hullet, to be honest. I wanted it to go up in the box, and for some reason it went there instead. Oh, Yashi. Long time watcher, normally sit in the background and watch, just thought you'd say hi from Sydney. Hey Craig, how's it going? Thank you very much for commenting, appreciate it. With 13 likes away from 100 as well, if you haven't already, just hit us a cheeky thumbs up, help us out, like the stream, it'd be much appreciated. And again, if you don't enjoy it, let me know what I can do to make it better. Because, God, it's a struggle. Let's try and catch up a little bit more. Oh God, where did I get to? Oh my God, there. Wow. Right, we're going to have to catch up after this. Most of the time you watch on your Xbox, then if you want to comment, you go on your laptop. Kind of sucks that you can't comment and stuff when you watch on console. I don't know why they haven't implemented that at this stage. Fair enough early on. Just get it so it's a working app. But then implement it, come on. You enjoyed Fuji's top 100 packs because it's a road to glory, so you appreciate it way more. Yep, fair enough. Compared to just, oh hey, here's some guy that you've never heard of. Here's his pack. He finished 5th in the world this week. You've seen these about 1,000 times before, but here's another one. Yeah, if I was watching or a fan of a Road to Glory and they got top 100, I'd be way more interested in that compared to a random top 100 pack opening. Need another mode outside chance for during the week. It's coming. I can't remember what it's called. FUT Rivals or something like that is the leak. It's coming. No idea what it is. I don't know if anyone has managed to somehow find that information yet, but it's coming, apparently. And that even came from Kurt as well, who basically confirmed it after a couple of people had already whispered a few things. He said that he can't say anything at all, but other than you will have a reason to play during the week in FIFA 19. Main new thing in FIFA 18 was squad battles that wasn't played by most people after the first month. Yep, because offline gameplay is just boring and repetitive. As I say, For the first month or whatever, it seemed like this is by far the most realistic that playing against a computer has ever felt, I would say, in FIFA. I don't know if everyone else agrees, but it's miles ahead of what it has been in the past. But then, after a month or two, everyone figures out, oh, these are the couple of things you need to do every game, and it'll work because it's the computer and it's programmed this way. Like I say, going to the edge of the box, cutting in with a McGeady spin will work every time against Legendary because it's the way the computer defends. So it just made it a hell of a lot more boring. Oh. Nice. Ronaldo's stats can show you that. What do you stream off? I play Xbox if that is your question. GTA Online is fun. Pulling bank jobs heist would be fun. Give it a go someday. Why not? I got incredibly bored of GTA. Incredibly bored. The only time that I ever really enjoyed it, oh my good god, is when I played it with people on stream. But off stream, that game is incredibly boring to me. But I like getting people involved on GTA. That was fun. Do people even still watch it? As if they don't, it's seen as pay to win or whatever. People were moaning about new icon SBCs, bring it out, and people get annoyed. Surely you understand why people moaned about that, though. I don't think you can use that as a valid point. People wanted an icon SBC. They didn't want repeatable icon SBCs that was stupidly easy to do so that everybody within the next day or two had a full icon team. That's not what people wanted. They wanted the chance to potentially add like one more to their club for like an 85 rated team or something. So at least then they had something to build towards, not just, oh, I've got every icon in the game now. That was way too easy. They killed it. They made a mistake. FIFA has a couple of things that they should really do. Before they make some of these changes and potentially implement things into the game, especially if it's like patches and stuff like this, work with your community, right? I think Nick said this the other day. I could be wrong, maybe it was someone else. Maybe he didn't say it at all. Maybe I'm making this up. Fortnite, I believe, has things like this. I know PUBG definitely does. PUBG has a test server for things that aren't completely ready to put in the game yet, but they want to hear feedback from people. Like a beta, whatever you want to call it. So people can give feedback before you fully implement something into a game when it could potentially be completely broken. Do that. Now, I know that they do the testing down in Guildford, but I've been a part of that. No. It's been long enough now that I can tell you basically every detail of how that goes down. But the game is not finished. They haven't even put all the players in the game at that stage. They haven't finished all the menus. It's not done. These tests go on when they're... For example, I tried out... What did I try out? I think FUT Draft was what I tried out before it was... This was the first time it was being put into FIFA. I think it was the draft. I'm trying to think back. And the menus for it were not finished. Not even close. And some of the things in the game, they warned us, oh yeah, this might happen. If it does, this is what you're going to have to do to fix it. There's bugs and things going around, and these tests go on in like February or March, I think is when I went. So there's a lot of work that goes into it, and they get this feedback, but then they don't get feedback after that. So you get the initial reactions of a very, very small sample size. It's like 50 people or something like that that test out these new things. Maybe in recent years they bumped it up to like 100 or whatever. But even so, that's so small in terms of a sample size for a game that's played by millions. Oh. You need more interaction with the actual... Oh my god. The core audience and customers of your game. Like I say, anyone that bought FIFA 18 gets free access to the FIFA 19 beta, right? And in that, you get to try out a new game mode or something that they've been working on, and you can give feedback and say what you think potentially needs to change, etc, etc. Because by the time it gets to a demo, which is in like early September, late August, the game's done. The game's basically shipping. By the time the demo comes out, it's done. They're not really going to change it. The demo was probably finished maybe a month before it actually comes out. And then by the time the demo comes out, the game is already done. So that's why the gameplay always feels different from the demo to the actual game, because there's been like a month of development after the demo was finished until the game actually is done and they feel happy with it. So the demo isn't getting feedback from anyone at all. So, as I say, other than these playtests in like March, there isn't feedback from people, which is pretty bad. Need to get people involved way more. And again, you don't have to potentially bring out a whole new thing for people to test out. Ask people questions, right? Show off. Like, for example, for the Icon SBC that they did bring out to the World Cup mode, they could have asked people what they thought in a simple questionnaire or something like that, where they get people to reply to. And then it gives them information as to how they think they should go about it, rather than purely guessing and then getting a load of people, like thousands of people, slag them off. And their defense building's out of control. For a newer player, you don't stand a chance. So your fights in Fortnite just become build wars. But again, surely that's where the skill comes into it. You say as a new player I don't stand a chance. If I come up against someone on FIFA right now that may have an epic team, like a better team than me, the best team in the game, but they've played the game for a month, I expect to beat them. That's how it should be, no? I'm not going to be playing Fortnite on PC and expecting to outbuild people, because I've played it, like, I've literally just started playing on that platform and I've hardly played the game. So I shouldn't expect to be able to compete with someone that's been playing it for months and months and months. I don't think that that's a bad thing. It may potentially put some people off playing a game if they get beat. I mean, personally, I'm not sure. Like, if you play your first game of COD, right, when if you've just bought a game like COD, and you lose your first game and you get smashed, like you go 1 and maybe you don't even get a kill, you go 0 and 12, are you just not going to play it again? I don't think so. But maybe that's where you just put in skill-based matchmaking. And then everything is fine. As you get better at the game, you come up against better people. And you will get better because you're playing against people that are on your level or maybe just a bit above. So you then, by playing against those people, you figure out new strategies to be able to beat them, and you just get better and better. I don't know. What do you think about the new Rooney cards? Basically all the cards look good on their face stats. Is this your best team? Yes. Who's the legend goalkeeper with the cat on? Prime Yashin. You really hope they don't have stupid VAR cutscenes for FIFA 19 like goal line technology. It wouldn't make any sense for them to put it into the game. Just like goal line technology. Realistically. But I honestly wouldn't be surprised. You have to go now. See you later, Mohammed. Thank you for tuning in. Remember that time everyone thought Pokemon Go would last forever? Fortnite will lose its hype when the streamers get bored. But the thing is, in order to get bored, you then have to have something else to do. There isn't that thing to fall back from Fortnite onto right now. Pokemon Go was doomed to fail, force people outside. I don't think it was doomed to fail as a concept. I think the concept is absolutely brilliant. They just went about a few things in the wrong way. Which absolutely sucked. And that was the reason why I stopped playing it. But I have a mate that still plays it. Because he walks quite a bit each day. So he still plays it. And it's fun. Like, again, I still think it's a good concept. If I potentially did go out for more walks or runs or whatever outside instead of at the gym, maybe I'd play it. But I don't know. I don't know. What else are people saying? Problem is, if FIFA ever became that, fan base always seems to blame ratings if someone's better, has an 80 rate team, for instance, better than a 5-1 or something. Yep. Depends on how the players perform. For example, you got Elite 1 with a Roma team last year before Team of the Season in FIFA 18, you wouldn't dare. Because the better players make the difference this year. Benjamin, well, why not? You don't believe that's why there would be a proper skill gap unless they made manual better. If they make that as rewarding as it should be, then it could have promise. Exactly. There is absolutely no excuse for manual to not actually be better than assisted. If you take the time to get good enough to play on manual controls, you should be able to do things in the game that are not possible by playing on assisted. When in reality, it's the other way around. How stupid is that? How stupid is that? I don't understand. You say you just like the stream. Thank you very much, everybody that's hit the thumbs up. 6 to go, right? 6. 6, and then we hit our 100 target, right? Right, I'm going to catch up with the rest of the chat just so that I know where I'm at in this conversation, etc. before I jump into the next game. Because, yeah, okay, I've got a little way to go. Also watched Dirty Mike's review of FIFA 19, some new things that sound really good. Turning off auto lunging, being able to control your keeper, controlling enemy people go up for a corner, other things he addresses. Yes, things like turning those kind of things off is sick. No, someone that had already hit the thumbs up has just taken it away. Whoever that was, hit it again. We need 7. 7 to get 100. But yeah, there's multiple things that hopefully will be able to be changed. I don't think that being able to control your keeper is something that anyone's going to do after about 10 times of doing it. I really, really don't think that they will. Maybe on free kicks. That's it. That's it. Why is that guy just putting a number in the chat? I'd be impressed if it was mine. How very odd. Next year they should make it so you can disable skill moves, because when you want to do a heel to heel, they do a different skill move that leads you to missing a goal. Not sure about that. Do you consider yourself a pro in FIFA? No, because I'm not. From watching me, you feel that I have better gameplay than the majority of the player base. If I had the same gameplay as you, for example, I would have quit months back. I don't know if you watch my streams. every single day that I play this game, I complain. I think that the gameplay is absolutely terrible. But it may potentially... At the same time... Oh, no, well, no. I was going to say it's mainly just FUT champs that happens, but no. You'll still concede stupid goals and stuff like that in the draft, and it'll still be stupidly frustrating. But I think that that's one of the reasons why I enjoy the draft more than FUT champs. You're not pressured. Like, I can build a draft right now and not play it for a week. The stress and stuff of FUT champs and having that time to play and that amount of games to play is probably, like you say, part of the reason why sometimes the game feels so bad. Is because it feels like everything has to be rushed, and it's like, oh my god, I've got to win this game now, blah 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 blah. I don't know. I don't know. Who thinks the Champions League will save FIFA in general? Does anybody? The thing is, we don't even know what it's going to be used for in the game. FUT champs did save FIFA after FIFA 16. Yes. Yes. GTA still sells, normally in top 10 every week, so you guess it still gets views. Fair enough. Takes like 15 minutes to load. Yep. GTA has a big following from the roleplay, PC community, YouTube game for console views, has a tiny viewership. Doesn't surprise me. PC, is it easier to put out patches? Yes. You said release the one people play at that event to record footage out publicly. More feedback doesn't hurt at all. Literally, it could be a demo. Right? Like, even if you don't show off new game modes and stuff like that, if you literally put out a gameplay demo for the next FIFA early, like a proper beta access, not a demo that comes out just before the game releases when the game's already done and fully patched up. Release it now, or even earlier than now, and people can see how the game plays and what the general feedback is. Otherwise, you are going to end up doing a week 1 patch again for like the 3rd or 4th year in a row. It's just stupid. Is there any chance of upcoming update where we can play with friends on World Cup mode? I'm going to say probably not, but who knows. Playtesting events, why EA invite YouTubers over pros, you'll never know. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. How's your week been? Very, very good, thank you. Jurassic Park Go is out. I've seen something like that. Concept was a great idea, does fit the community though. When's the next World Cup stream? No idea. I don't think there's any motivation to play the World Cup mode. The only motivation is to open the packs for me to get the players, but not to actually play it. Been trying to perfect LB dribbling, see the pros from it, but it's hard to learn. Yeah, I don't really understand how... I don't really get it. Like, sometimes when I do it with my players, it feels as if... like, it's literally pointless. Other times I seem to sort of see, oh, okay, he's controlled that a little bit tighter to him. But yeah, sometimes it may as well not be a thing. Controlling the keeper will be perfect for baiting a chip. Depends how much control you have over it compared to now. Oh, brilliant. No holding Y and the keeper refuses to move. Then you think they should change how to hold Y to make a keeper come out. Otherwise you see it being too good of a mechanic if it works too well. Yeah. Does it change camera angle to suit it best? Highly doubt it, no. You can do it on PS4 on this game, right? You just press the, where the hell is... Don't you just press this part, right? And it changes to your goalkeeper. Surely it's going to be the same as that. But again, then what happens to the rest of your team? Do they do nothing? Because you're now just controlling the goalkeeper? How do they defend? What happens? If I control my goalkeeper and I miss a cross and it goes over my head, is my defender then still going to try and clear the ball? Or not? Am I basically wiping out the whole of my team just so that I can control the goalkeeper to try and block something? Who's going to bring out CDM? Milinkovic-Savic? Something like that? Nainggolan? Goretzka? I don't know. We'll see. But, again, next year is a huge year for FIFA. And, again, when I say, like, make or break year, the thing is, if the people that basically promote this game, right? You've got Alan. Probably Alan coming on then. The people that promote this game, like the YouTubers, the streamers and stuff like that, if they stop playing it, I don't think people realise, again, we've sort of touched on it before, the amount of influence they have. If they all say, yeah, I'm not getting this FIFA, they will stop a lot of people from buying it. Okay, not a, like, not 50% of people that play the game are watching NEP and so will not purchase the game. But it will have an impact. It really will. Oh. And again, once you've lost a customer, it's hard to win them back. Like, for example, the only reason why I am buying COD this year is because it's Treyarch. And I know that they make good games. If this was the same COD studio that had brought out like the last 5 games, and you knew that it was the same studio making the next one next year, I probably would have stopped. What was the one after Black Ops 3? Advanced Warfare? Or Infinite Warfare? Whatever. I would have stopped after that. No, I wouldn't have got another COD, most likely. But I know that Treyarch are sick, and I know that they make their games in a certain way. Ooh. So Sledgehammer may have lost me as a customer, but Treyarch haven't. Whereas you know it's EA every single year. Man. Don't know how they would implement it because Xbox doesn't have a version of that button. Press both the sticks in at the same time. Something like that. Honestly thought it was going to get foul for that. New COD have finished, game's getting worse, new COD has been reworked after testing already. That's good. Haven't bought a COD since Black Ops 3. Well, you've not missed out. Treyarch, but Treyarch have always made the best CODs. Right? Their games are the best. So again, this one I'm hyped for. The one after this? Nah. Will I buy it? I have no idea. I'll test it out, play a beta or whatever, see what it is. But I will not be excited by it in the slightest. Not a chance. You tell me Treyarch can make a new one? Get me involved. Black Ops 3 was unreal. Loved that game. I'd potentially go back and stream that for a day. Have a bit of fun. Trying to get the aim back. You also like Advanced Warfare. Was that the first one with jetpacks? I hated it. I went too far. If that's the one I'm thinking of. I can't remember which one came when. Basically, the first jetpack one went way too far. Way too far. Every single gunfight was just jetpack, jetpack, jetpack. Over and over again. It was stupid. I thought Black Ops 3 absolutely nailed the idea of advanced movement rather than just everything being on the ground, whilst not making it completely stupid and every single fight involves it. I think they nailed it. Oh wow. Ghost wasn't as bad as people thought. I found it just incredibly boring. I thought that many of the maps and everything were just too samey. Didn't really enjoy the colour palette. It just wasn't that exciting for me. I don't think it was bad. It just didn't draw me back in. Right? There's a difference. There's a big, big difference. Again, Battlefield, Battlefront. Not bad games, but they just don't have that thing that draws me back in. I enjoy them for the time that I play them. And it gets to the point of just like, eh. Yes, that was a nice touch by Ronaldo. How long will I play for? I don't know. Maybe this will be the last one. Maybe I'll do one more. Maybe we'll play till I've done 10 games. Indeed, he had a crack at goal. Was deflected though. I played Titanfall. If so, what's your thoughts? I played Titanfall at... God, what was it called? Eurogamer, right? That was the year where I got something from a guy at EA and I managed to skip the queue to play Titanfall like 5 times. Unreal. I loved that. The movement in that game, again, I think that's why I really like Black Ops 3. I think it was sort of similar to that, but obviously not quite as mad. But I think that's potentially some of the best movement in the game that I'll ever play. Titanfall, it was honestly awesome. But it had exactly the same thing as Battlefield and stuff like that to me. There wasn't enough to do. There wasn't enough to draw me back in and play. It was way too limited, Titanfall. I don't know what Titanfall 2 was like. Oh, compared. But yeah, the first one just didn't have that replayability / grind that I really wanted. What the hell is that? Oh, come on. Why are you auto-lunging there, you clown? I think EA should sell FIFA, let someone else make the game, because they keep failing. They don't keep failing. They're making millions or billions every year with their game. I'd say they're doing pretty goddamn well. Daniel Zombies is sick. The World Cup so far? Awesome. Loving it. The progression wasn't enough. Yep. Again, that's what draws me back in Battlefield every time, which is why I haven't bought the last 2 now, I think. Maybe the last 1. I won't be buying the new one. The gameplay always looks incredible. It feels good. But I just don't have that same I don't have that same feeling as a good COD or Halo of wanting to keep playing. And again, grind and whatever. That's surely a foul. Oh. Gameplay 6-2. It's FIFA. Come on. You're not going to play FUT champs without stupid things happening, mate. You're expecting miracles there. It's not possible. Guarantee that pass was not for him. That pass was for Hullet. The best in COD don't really play multiplayer. Did you happen to play any of like the expansions for World War II Zombies? If so, what were they like? Because I played the first, like the maps that you get with it, like 2 or 3 times. But I got to, what, like wave 25 on my first go? Yeah. Gears of War looks sick. Best story mode for you. I can't remember the last time I played a story mode on a game, to be honest with you. Do you want to count the journey? That's the closest I've got in probably the last couple of years. I genuinely don't know what the last story mode was that I touched on a game. It's been a long time, whatever it was. Are many people playing Weekend League? No idea. There's an okay amount of people watching it though. Still got like 75 people. We hit 100 likes. 13 people didn't enjoy this. Well, not 13 people. Probably about 4 different people. Some people are not enjoying it, but hey, it's the Weekend League. It's always going to be filled with negativity. What is going on? High skill gap in a shooter for you. I'd say it's sort of on par with Halo. For skill gaps and stuff. That's one reason why I loved Halo. Absolutely. Halo 3 will always be one of my favourite games of all time. The fact that they didn't remaster it really annoyed me. I thought they were going to. Yeah, Gears. The reason why I didn't get into Gears was because of the skill gap. I didn't want to potentially, like, sort of, I guess, waste my time at getting good at, like, a 3rd FPS on top of Halo and COD. So I just didn't put in the time. Whereas one of my other mates, Gears was his thing. Gears was always his thing. Gears and Guitar Hero. And then he sort of moved over to COD because his other friends didn't really play Gears. Whereas everyone played COD. Never really got into Halo. If you didn't take the time to get good at either Halo 2 or 3, then I wouldn't blame you for not getting into Halo. And again, you'd probably say something similar to me with Gears. Maybe. Because it's another one of those, like, they have good skill gaps. Like, I used to play this COD with this one girl that wasn't great. Actually, no. You know what? I used to play in a group of five mates and myself, right? And like we played Search and Destroy or whatever. One of them wasn't great. But it's COD, right? He could just sort of sit there on Search and Destroy or whatever and potentially just sit there with a shotgun and he would get a couple of kills. Right? Wouldn't get a positive KD, but you'd get a couple of kills, right? because that's how the game works. It's such a quick time to kill that the skill gap isn't as high as it could be. Whereas Halo, unless you have got lucky enough, which is very unlikely, to have got like rockets without anybody seeing you, and you've somehow just found a place to sit with them. If you're worse, like if you're maybe a 0.5 KD player and I'm a 2 KD player in Halo 3, I'm killing you. If it's a standard one-on-one fight with the same gun, I'm killing you. Because the skill gap is there. Because of the amount of shots that it takes to kill, my skill over that time period will be enough that it will mean that I am more accurate than you with the amount of bullets that we have to hit on someone. So I will get the kill. Whereas COD, like literally, I think the best example is if someone is worse than you on COD, but they shoot you in the back, you're dead. Unless they're absolutely awful. If they're like pretty bad, but they can still sort of aim, you're dead. Whereas in something like Gears or Halo, you have a chance to turn on them because of the TTK and destroy them. One of the best feelings on Halo, man, just getting shot first, turning around and four bursting them with the BR. Pop, pop! So sick. That would be a game that I would buy instantly. If they remastered and redid Halo 3, 100%. The dream for me would be when the new Halo comes out to include a remastered Halo 3. I'd love that to be the case, but probably won't be. You play Weekend League, but it's a struggle. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, I've just realised. Oh, that's going to be a pain. Never mind. You tried the new Zombies in World War II at a friend's house. Not the same as Treyarch. Didn't like it so much. Yeah. Again, I played the first map. That was it. So we'll do one more so that we've played 10 games. And then that'll be that. And it'll be nearly midnight as well. Do you think they should add something like player swaps so it's like trade offers but no coins, you can only swap players? Nope. Because then that player can just be sold. There is no way that you can introduce swapping cards in any way in FIFA without coin selling coming back. Simple as that. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, best cards ever. The thing is with... This is why I say Treyarch make the best games, right? I've loved all the Black Ops games, and World at War, I put so many hours into that, especially Zombies. Well, Zombies on all of them, to be honest. Modern Warfare 2 is probably the COD that I potentially put the most time into. Probably had the most fun, but that's partially because I played that. That was the game, right? It was prime year for COD, with like our year at school, etc. With the consoles and everything, it was prime to absolutely smash it. The game was broken as hell, but you could still have fun. Unlike this. Like the amount of things in that game. So many. The javelin glitch, remember that one? The fact they never patched one-man army noob tubes. But it was still fun. But I guess at the same time, it was because it was sort of like revolutionary. Like the amount of changes in that COD was mad. Like going from 3 kill streaks to however many are in Modern Warfare 2. All of the challenges, all of the guns, everything was insane. And I think that's another reason why that was so successful, was because there were just so many variations compared to what you had before. Like, even if you were obese at previous CODs, what would you get? Like, the chopper. The chopper on COD 4 was crap. You got the dogs on World at War, but it's just the same. You can go for, like, that. Like, nuke with a riot shield. That's a foul. Oh, ref. That's disgusting. What stream are you doing tomorrow? No idea. Absolutely no idea. Maybe this. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask people again. If you need to pay attention to the community tab on my channel. Oh my god. He had to score that. That was poor. I was going to say he's 2-0 up. I held off. He didn't score. Maybe it's a sign. But yeah, so community tab you can actually access on desktop as well, which I didn't really realise until today. But if you're on mobile, then it should appear in your sub feed. Like if I put a poll in, you should be able to see it in there. So for example, today I asked what people wanted to see. And FUT Champs just about won. Or it did when I last looked at it, before I deleted it after 2 hours of it being live. The only sad part is that you can't get notifications when I put those posts up, which is pretty dumb. I can't get notifications when you comment on them either, which is also dumb. But YouTube are making some interesting changes in terms of monetization going forward, which they announced yesterday. Sponsors are changing to memberships. So instead of being a sponsor of a channel, you'll get a membership, is what they'll now be called. So you'll still get the same access and stuff as the sponsor had before. I'm going to be 7-3 and it's going to be really annoying. They're also only in the US to start, of course, because it's YouTube. I don't understand YouTube. Like, surely they realise that it isn't just the US that use their platform. The fact that it's literally in the last week or two is the first time that you've now been able to get... Remember YouTube Red, when that was announced? You've only just been able to get that. And it's now rebranded to YouTube Premium. I think it's been about 2 years since it was first released in America, because that's all that matters to them. But you're going to have like merch and stuff built into YouTube, which is pretty cool. But like I say, only for Americans at first with 10k subs or more. You're also going to have premieres, which is interesting. So basically, if you're uploading a video, you can upload it as a premiere. Which means that the first time that the video is out, so let's say I wanted to, how do you put that way? I wanted to premiere this video at 5 PM tomorrow. It would come out as sort of like a stream, so everyone that watches it, the minute that it's released, like it will have a countdown and everything, everyone can talk in the chat whilst it's counting down, will be able to talk and live chat as the video is first being aired, right? And then it will be uploaded afterwards, a bit like streams are, as just a normal video, as if it was never a stream. So that's pretty cool. They're also introducing, pretty much if you use any kind of social media other than Twitter at this stage, you'll know what stories are. They are being introduced to YouTube as well. I don't think they said exactly when that's going to come out, but I think they did say by the end of the year. I can't remember if that was to people with 10k subs or whether that was the one that needed 100k. But yeah, by the end of the year, I think that's when that's coming out. How is this still 1-0? So that's that as well. They're bringing out a couple of cool things. Which again is why this community tab is potentially going to become something that I use quite a bit more often. Basically means that I can also put out updates about the streams or the channel or whatever. I've used it a few times, like this year. Like, if I've not been able to... Oh, wow, it deflected. If I've not been able to stream, then I've normally put it out on Twitter and on this tab. So I'm going to try and use it more. Didn't even know you did a poll until you said FUT Champs won. That's why I also tweeted out about it. And told people that I've put it out, basically. Like the premiere thing sounds like a good idea. It's pretty cool. I completely forgot. There was a guy that did the first one today. Obviously they roll it out with like some of the bigger people. So that they can test it and see what it's like before they roll it out to everybody. Makes sense. But one guy was doing it today at 5 o'clock and I had it ready to watch at 4:30 and then I completely forgot that it was happening. So I didn't see exactly how it worked. Which is a bit annoying. Wow, as if he saved that. In a bit, Nick. I can't believe that. I'm actually going to lose to this guy. He doesn't seem that good. Oh, man. He's going to get that as well. Of course he is. Oh, are you kidding me? Right. How do you vote about FIFA or Fortnite thing you did today? Right. If you're on your phone. Okay. And you go to YouTube app. If you go to subscriptions, let me see if I can find one. I don't know if anyone will have done a post. In your sub feed, if I or someone else does one... Right, here you go. Will it focus? Right, so there's Nep's video, and underneath that you can see that Flern have put a post in there, right? Basically shouting out somebody's Instagram. You'll see these kind of things in the sub feed. Whereas if you're on desktop, on your PC or laptop or whatever, you won't see it in the sub feed. You'd have to go to my channel and then click the community. Like, you know, you can go on videos, about, playlists. There's a community tab that you can go on. It'd be under that. So that's how that works. And so now you can put polls in there, you can put images. I think you can put little videos in there. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to test that out. But yeah, stories are going to be coming out as well. So it's cool. Like, they're trying to grow it a little bit more, which is nice. Which is why I say I want to sort of try and grind YouTube for a couple of months. But it's very difficult right now to know exactly what I should really be grinding. It's not easy. For some reason you didn't see notification of that tweet then. Never mind. Again, it got like 250 people voted. FIFA won, so that's why I was expecting like, oh, maybe 100 plus people will watch the stream because they voted for FIFA. Oop. Oop. That was incredibly optimistic. Oh, ref, you've tackled me. Another thing that should be changed in the next game. Referee collisions should not exist. There is absolutely no reason for them to. There's no benefit whatsoever to that being in the game. I would love EA to tell me why it is. Oh, he's offside. Seen Instagram TV, basically stories, but they can do them up to like 10 minutes. Yep. Basically, does Instagram and Facebook want to challenge YouTube, right? Facebook are trying to go at it. They've Obviously, if you follow some of the FIFA guys, you'll have seen that maybe a couple of weeks ago at this point, they did streams on Facebook for like a week. I don't know if they still do. But clearly there was some kind of an affiliate thing going on there. Not obvious at all, right? They all just happened to start streaming on it the same week. And they're going to do videos and stuff as well. They've obviously also got their own stories. Facebook are trying to take them on. And obviously Instagram are owned by Facebook, right? So Instagram are going to add to it as well. And you'll be able to upload longer videos to Instagram than just a 15-second story. There might be a bit of competition, which might be why YouTube are trying to step it up a notch. Again, obviously with Twitch, when it comes to streaming, YouTube have got things that they definitely need to change and improve. But they're working their way towards it. Pretty much all they need to do is start implementing their ideas quicker. They have good ideas, but some of them just take so long to actually be implemented that by the time it comes out, it's not really super exciting or anything anymore. Also, talk of Facebook going for Prem TV rights. Well, Amazon have got some, haven't they? I wonder if the... Do you think they do any kind of integration with Twitch because of that? Net tweeted the other day he'd stream on Facebook, so he's still doing it. Fair enough. Maybe the monetization's better on there. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I was actually going to potentially look into whether I still need to be with a network on YouTube. See how that would affect it for me. But I don't know, because I couldn't tell you what being in a network actually gives me. I don't know if it gives me anything, realistically. Not big enough to get some of the benefits that maybe being partners with stuff like that would be. Cool. The day the other cards came out, Ronaldo 98, etc. Okay. Fair enough. So I just wondered if it was a very short-lived little promo piece, and then that was going to be that. I guess not. Maybe for some of them, and maybe just not for Nep. Maybe he enjoys it. Fair play to him if he does. Cool. What's on Neymar today? Not good. But he scored a goal and he pulled out a rainbow flip, so that's all that matters, right? That's one of the worst shots that I've seen on this game. I played that so well. I don't know what Jordi Alba's weak foot is. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought he'd just be able to basically pass it into the net with his right foot. I was incredibly wrong. Oh, wow. That was potentially my chance as well. I played it so well. Team play. That's frustrating. Why was it even Jordi Alba and not Sergio Roberto? Oh, Hullitz missed the ball. That was the pass to Ronaldo there for a great opportunity. I feel like he tries to show off too greedy on the ball. I still don't think he's fully fit, to be honest with you. I don't think he's as sharp. His touch let him down. His touch was like Lukaku today. I counted at least 5 times where his touch, like his first touch when the ball was like passed into him, was super, super heavy and he lost possession. I don't know how many times it actually happened, but like I said, I counted I counted 5. It was pretty bad. Oh. Ah, he's probably just going to time waste now. Ah, that's frustrating. Maybe I shouldn't have shot. Maybe I should have passed it again with Jordi Alba. But then I should have had the chance with Ronaldo, and the game screwed me with Hullet auto-lunging. So that sucks. I'm on ultra-attacking. Where are you? Oh, what a horrific pass that was. You can't get out-muscled there. As if he just saved that. That's won him the game. That's actually just won him the game. What is... The one time I need a corner to go where I aim it. Rio Ferdinand. 50p Ed. Well done, mate. Great header. That was incredible. Wow. I don't feel like I deserve to lose that game. This was the one. I genuinely thought it was Sergio Roberto, not Jordi Alba. Like, why would Alba be there instead of Roberto? That's the only reason I shot. What's the positioning on this look like? In, bottom corner. Absolutely perfect. If that was Roberto, maybe that goes in. But instead, he spoons it wide. And then, as if he saves this. It's not even a driven shot. Not even driven. What could I have done for these? That was such a sick run by Werner. What about this? That was good. That was good, to be fair. Amazon may even try to rebrand Switch. Maybe. That pullback was really good. I can't be too mad at that. The save at the end is really frustrating. This as well. Jordi Alba screwed me in this game. Again, this one's actually on his strong foot. And he put this one wide. That should have been a goal. That would have been 1-1. And then his keeper made what save? That save. Ugh. That's just one of those games, isn't it? Through his legs? No. Damn. Oh well, never mind. 7 and 3. 7 and 3. I mean, it could be worse. I was 3 and 2. So I will continue playing. I don't know if I'll play all my games. I think it genuinely depends how I'm doing at like the halfway stage. After like 20 matches. But if you have enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up to show your support. If you're new to the channel and want to see daily streams of FIFA or Fortnite or stuff like that, let me know by subscribing and joining us. That would be awesome. Follow me on Twitter if you're not already. But hopefully enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy your day tomorrow. That's going to be it from me. Good night and goodbye.